I did my quarterback list. I did my wide receiver list. Now it is time for these running backs. This first running back, I'm a little like these top three. I think you can make a case that they should be taking number one overall as far as running backs. Bijan Robinson, 3-down workhorse, 300 carries last year, 72 targets, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? That don't sound right. 71. Oh no, 72 targets last season. 28 touches a week, which is insane volume. I think Atlanta is going to be much improved on offense. I think Penix wanting to finally prove himself, sitting behind Kirk Cousins, washed ass last year. I think Bijan, that Atlanta Falcons offensive line, I think is top 10 too. So I think Bijan probably would be the first running back that I would take, just because I think that offense it looks like a legitimate offense, especially in that weak division. You got Drake London on one side, Darnell Mooney on the other side, Kyle Pitts. I think he can finally, Now I'm not gonna go Kyle Pitts, but I think Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier is a nice backup to give him some sort of just break, give him a little reprieve. I think Bijan is probably the first one as far as running backs that I would take. Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm very curious to see. I think the biggest question that I have for this next season is how do the Detroit Lions look without Ben Johnson and without Aaron Glenn? I'm pretty sure that's the defensive coordinator for the Detroit that took over for the New York Jets. I have to know, as a Bears fan, I got to see if they are going to be the same offensive powerhouse that they were last year with Ben Johnson calling plays. Hopefully, most of that went with Ben Johnson to my Bears, but we shall see. But I think you can make a case for any one of those three being the top three. Saquon, we already know how amazing he is. 2,000 yards last season. That incredible offensive line. I don't think anything has changed, if I'm not mistaken. They love feeding him the ball. Now, different offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, is now in New Orleans, but I think they are going to continue to lean on the run, continue to lean on what got them to the Super Bowl last season, and that's getting behind that offensive line. Now, De'Von Achane is one of my favorite targets this year. So in the Superflex, I've been doing a lot of mocks. I have the number one overall pick, and I think I'm going to lean towards Lamar Jackson. I am praying that De'Von Achane falls to me. We shall see if it happens. I don't think it. I doubt it happens. The league that I'm playing in is fucking elite. Crazy competition, crazy money at stake. I doubt it happens, but De'Von Achane is somebody that I would love to have. Quick, fast, elite speed. They always find a way to get him the ball. Top three in explosive runs and receiving yards per touch. You know, that offense, if they can get back to stretching it down the field a little bit more, getting Tyreek and Waddle some more long-distance targets, I think they have an opportunity to be better at scoring points this upcoming season. So I think those should be the top four. I mean, you can make a case Christian McCaffrey, but the injury risk kind of scares me. The one that I'm not 100% sure on, I think that those top 8 make sense. Ashton Jeanty, I can't find a way to get behind Ashton Jeanty. I know he was a bruiser in college. I know Pete Carroll loves running the ball. I can't remember. It was a crazy stat, but Pete Carroll, the running backs that Pete Carroll has within his first couple seasons, they are elite. That offensive line is probably the worst, one of the worst in football. And I just don't think that they're going to score a lot of points. I'm not a Geno Smith. I don't even know what wide receivers they have for the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't even know. I don't even. Jacoby Myers still there. I can't tell you. The only thing I know that's positive there is Brock Bowers and Ashton Jeanty, and I can't find myself putting him as high as everybody else is doing. As far as, I mean, this is kind of how it kind of shakes out. Josh Jacobs, I'm a big fan of his. That offense for the Packers, always at the top. I think Jordan Love takes a big step, or a little bit more of a step than he did last year. He kind of went backward, so it's always a regression towards the mean. So I think he's going to be a little bit better. He was what, top 12 quarterback 2 seasons ago, fell out. I think he'll be back. They added another wide receiver, so I think Josh Jacobs is going to benefit from that. That offense always looks great. Unfortunately, I hate to say it as a Bears fan. Breece Hall is another one that I think people are asleep on. That dude, incredible a couple seasons ago. Last year, offense was fucking mid at best. Aaron Rodgers, I'm so curious what this is going to look like in Pittsburgh. But that offensive line for the New York Jets is ridiculous. I think that's another top 10 offensive line. But I'm a big fan of Breece Hall, and I think, if I could find a way to get a couple pieces of Breece Hall in any of my drafts, I would be happy. I think they're going to lean heavy on the run game. He's going to get his touches. Justin and Garrett Wilson, that chemistry that they've had in college, I think is going to be beneficial to the offense as a whole. And I think they're going to score a lot of points. I think they'll be fighting for that second spot in that division. James Cook, I think, is another. I think he's going to probably climb a little bit. Again, these rankings are always going to change, but that offensive line for the Bills, elite. Josh Allen, I think, is going to have a little bit more of he won MVP last season, but I think he hears a lot of people talking about how he really didn't deserve it, and me being one of them. So I think that he is going to want to kind of prove himself a little bit more. I think Keon Coleman takes a big step forward this year. I think that offense puts up a lot of points like they did last season. Those are my top 12, well, top 15. Gave you a couple extra bonus ones. Top 15 running backs for the 2025 season. So far, I'm probably going to change these, update these a little bit closer to the season. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.